Okay, now we're rolling.
Hey, Shalom. We the real Hebrew Israelites come out every week to prophesy the downfall of this kingdom, America, which is called the daughter of Babylon in the Bible, and to teach you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're the Lord's chosen people on this side, the 12 tribes of Israel. We want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Akakadosh. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone Camps for teaching us the truth of the Bible. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect scattered around the world. Shalom.
And also to the bishops. There's bishops now. It's an order. So we're part of it. So I'm gonna go to I've been using this a lot in the spirit. What does the Bible say about, and I'm gonna put reality. So, when brothers have questions in the spirit, you gotta answer them in your own way. Google it, research it. You got your dictionary, you got your phone. The phone is very important. So then I give 1 Corinthians 2 and 14, and then Hebrews 4 and 12. And then I'm gonna get the word reality. I'm gonna look it up first. Because if this happened in any Christian church, all these Christians would be smart. They'll be educated in the Bible. This brother is brand new, and it's amazing how much he's learned and the way he learns.
That's the you brothers though, come up under your guys' wings.
This guy learns a lot too, man. That's why I keep my lessons short, because I want them to teach me too. I want to go to church. We're all preachers, but we preach to each other mainly. That's why we watch the videos. That's why we watch the apostles. This gave me an app for something else. Reality, the world or the state of things as they actually exist, and Yahweh's name is He exists, so it's His reality. And if somebody can get Exodus 3 and 15, and that's the kind of reality we're going to talk about, as opposed to an idealistic, which idealistic means the way of an idea. Like what we're seeing right now, Babylon, is idealistic. Because these motherfuckers have ideas and then they push them out, and then you can tell because it's not organized. You can tell. Like that fucking, everything that they've been doing since COVID, it's just fucking crazy. Now they got Omicron.
Yeah, I was gonna say, now they got that, which goes back to an old school movie back in the day.
Oh man, we don't kind of watch that. That's awesome. And Omicron is a Greek way, like to say Omega, and Omega is the end, right? Mm-hmm. I'm the Alpha and the Omega. So we got some messages going on, and this is really happening in our reality. That's why I want to talk about reality. This is really happening, and I want to say 90% of the people are just ignoring it. Just walking around, shopping.
See, right now people are getting their Christmas trees,
But I had a bad dream, and it woke me up. No sweat. I didn't wake up like all spooked. I woke up in a hearty attitude, ready to war. Because I had a dream that I was looking at these two children, and they were dressing like, 1600s, 1700s apparel, and it must have been like in the streets of London or something. But it was like a lampstand, and then I said to myself, I gotta protect these kids. They might be Israelites. And right when I said that, this fucking bitch demon lady, like the one that you see on the ring, came up to my face, and her face started getting stretched out. And then I was pulling back, and I was about to hit that bitch, but I woke up, because in reality, what you do in a dream, you do in reality. So the Lord took me out of that dream, and then basically I understood that, okay, that was an attack. Let's start our day off with the exercise, right? We're gonna do some training in reality because that really happened. Exodus 3 and 15.
It's Exodus 3 and 15. And the Most High said, moreover, unto Moses, thus shalt say unto the children of Israel, Yahweh Shema Shai, your power of your fathers, the Most High of Abraham, the Most High of Isaac, and the Most High of Jacob has sent me unto you.
That's reality. That's who he is for. Remember, his name is He Exists. Now, Exodus 15 and 3. Because this is who he was sent for. That's the reality of the situation. So all these people right here on the sign have to be like him, right? Because we're Israelites, Yasharala. He brings power, right? So we have to be like him. So you just imagine in the spirit world, which is also reality, these demons are all over the place, worshiping. Who knows? She wasn't attacking me. She wasn't attacking me, but me as a child of light. Oh, did you guys see that? That was a comment. Man, see, every time I'm over here, I see those spiritual things. But it wasn't an attack on me. It was more of a warning because she opened her mouth like she could have just attacked me right there, right? So go ahead.
Exodus 15 and 3. Yahweh Shema Shai is a man of war. Yahweh Shema Shai is his name.
So these people right here are men of war, okay? By extension. Because why? The first part of this, Israel, is Yah. The first part of He Exists is Yahweh. So the first part is Yah, and boom. So that means that's like a last name. You know, that's like a last name. Because the Hawashai also has it in there. So let's go what did I ask for before? You got
Hebrews 4 and 12. You want me to get?
Yes.
This is the book of Hebrews 4 and 12. For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joint and marrow, is the discernment of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
So he'll break it down, like boom, like a lightning bolt. You know, my son got a cramp in his leg, and all that is the electricity building up because your body sends electricity to your whole system, nervous system. So I told him some stretches, some Tai Chi stretches, and that's part of war because you have to have your whole chi going up everywhere, and then that's how you move and that's how you get that energy. Imagine King David when he was swirling that sling. He was scared. He was looking at that light post.
Yeah, it was
So
the thing.
he was like, man, he was fucking a little nervous. But the Lord, and he did it hard. His fucking electricity went through his body, and the spirit sent that rod. Boom, got him. So a cramp is it's like an intersection. All cars crash. Boom, boom. No signals getting through. So he had to stretch.
That's why Gatorade and Powerade, they have electrolytes in them. That's why when you get cramps, you drink that. That's why the athletes, that's why it's a sports drink.
Yeah, because back then, players were dying because they were just drinking straight water. They were dying of hydration or dehydration.
You see? And like the brother said, they're athletes. These people are athletes. These people are athletes.
Look at the NBA and the NFL. Boxing, too.
Mm-hmm. Everywhere. Just look at Canelo, man. He's bad.
Yeah.
He's bad. And look at Mayweather. He may not know how to read, but he knows how to swab.
Yeah.
And that's like a little King David. He's small. You know he could whoop some big dudes' ass.
And there's an upcoming boxing match too. Javante Davis against Isaac Cruz. So Judah and Ishikar. And that Ishikar, right, man, they say he's like the little Mike Tyson. People call him Pitbull, but Tank, Javante Davis, they call him Tank.
Javante Davis fought some dude named Damien. You remember that fight?
Long time. Oh, like the other Judite, or was
Yeah,
it?
no, it was I think it was from the Simeon or Sebulon.
I don't remember that one.
But it was the one where he was boxing him and then he got him in the corner and he started humping him. Just look that up. And then that
Oh, I think you're talking about Broner against what's it called? Broner against, he was Argentina and Marcos Madonna. He started humping him from the back and eventually he got him back. Yeah, it was Marcos Madonna against Adrian Broner.
So just like that, you can turn over. But Gervonta Davis is good too.
Yeah.
But I don't really keep up with boxing. But that's the same way because you gotta put your chi into all of it. You see that moment, you can fucking knock somebody, you do it real fast.
Yeah.
Because that's how you do it. So when that spirit came up, it was electricity.
Yeah.
You know, it could have just got me. But, you know, brothers should understand that we're being protected right now.
Yeah. Said in these times though.
Yeah, we're being protected. There's angels all around us. We're not in our right, in reality, we're not in our right minds.
Yeah.
We get distracted easy. Hell, it was almost 4 o'clock and I barely realized today was camp. So I was like, damn, I'll never miss camp. That's my favorite thing to do. And then my water heater broke, so I had to heat up the water. You know, and nothing's gonna stop me. It might slow me down, but nothing's gonna stop me. So, you get 1 Corinthians 2 and 14.
1 Corinthians 2 and 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High.
See, the natural man wouldn't understand that. Be like, well, he just had a bad dream. He just had a bad dream. Not really, because I was trying to protect those Israelites because I thought they were Israelites, and that's when the attack happened. And that's what we're doing out here. We're trying to protect the elect, keep that bloodline going. Just like I'm sure all those boxers, they started when they were little. Like 10 years old. I started karate when I was little. Yeah, this guy was in judo when he was little. We all start things when we're little. And then if you keep going, man, you're going to be good.
Because that guy, Isaac Cruz, his dad and his grandpa were all boxers too. Yeah. So it just runs down the bloodline.
So someone's going to get KO'd.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Untitled Davis has that power, but man, those hits of Isaac Cruz, they do damage though.
But they're scientists. Those two guys are scientists.
Mm-hmm.
They're the best at their level. They're the best in their weight class. You're going to see the best match at that level, at that weight class. You're going to see the 2 of the best fighters getting up.
And it's always them.
Yes, it's them. But check this out. Us brothers right here, we're the best in our weight class. How about that one? Because we're fighting to be part of the elect. How about that one? You know, these niggas are on pay-per-view and shit, but that's okay. But we're on pay-per-view all over the universe. I just saw a comet or something fucking burn up in the atmosphere. Somebody's watching us. And guess what? That's even better than being in a boxing level. Or that was even better than, you know, let's say a bus broke down and there was tires of fucking finance blondes and they were just, hey, can you three come and oil us down while they fix our bus? Oh yeah, right? But this is better because guess what? The most powerful beings in the universe are in those UFOs, and that's the reality. That's the reality that Esau has to face. Because the natural person, or the natural man, does not accept the things. Read that again, please. That's beautiful.
But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High.
So he ain't gonna, no natural man is gonna understand. And really, that natural man is talking about Esau. Because what's natural? Natural is when you're out in the forest, in nature, surviving, competing against animals and trying to kill them. Who has that spirit, that natural spirit? That's Esau, because he's the one out there in nature, hunting and surviving. How the fuck do you survive? We'll be like, oh shit, we don't got no water. We wouldn't know to look under a rock or to scrape the rock and get the dew off the rock and drink that shit off your hand, or eat a leaf, or what kind of lettuce to eat.
I got a precept.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, block it. This is Job 30 and 5 and 6. They were driven, because you're talking about Esau, they were driven far among men to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys and caves of the earth and in the rocks. This is talking about, the Edomites.
Dwell in the rocks. And that's reality. That's a reality. That Esau is a caveman. And he's a so-called white man.
Because even this one, it says they got their basement,
Which is natural.
Yeah.
Right? Which would be, what's a natural tasting thing? Just to, let's say, like tuna. You can eat that raw, that's natural.
Oh, yeah. That's right, yeah.
If you go to goat, you can drink that. It's natural.
Yeah.
But he's unnatural. He'll make things like lactose dairy-free milk or stuff like that.
Yeah.
But he'll also eat the fucking bloody meat. That's the most natural way for him to eat it. Because he's base.
He's literal.
It says, but the natural man receiveth not the things of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned.
Okay. So guess what? That demon that popped up in my face, maybe she was showing me respect. Like the other, I had demons just grab my feet off the side of the bed and just throw it fucking down. So I was laying like this, and that demon grabbed my foot and it swung it down, and I put it down on the floor so violently, and I just got up and I took a swing, but I was like, what the fuck? Because if somebody woke you up like that, what would you do?
React that soon.
So these demons are, they're demons and angels, so they're both the same. They just look different. Maybe they're doing different things, and maybe when they show themselves to us, we will see them different. But that's also the reality. Now, can we get Psalm 27, 1 and 4, and Ephesians 6 and 12. So like we were saying, guess what else is reality? Those chariots, so-called UFOs.
Did you say you saw one last week? Was it
I think because it was doing like maybe it was blue or pink light, but it was showing up here and then it would show up there.
Yeah.
Like that's far away.
From me, both.
Yeah, maybe it was two, maybe it was one. I don't know, but they always show up in weird ways. Like one time I was checking on my roosters, and I looked this way, and I seen like there was 6 of them, but they looked like a triangle, like this.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And there were 3, and then they would disappear, and there were 4, and they would disappear, and there were 2, and they would disappear.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I would be like, damn, that's crazy. And so I just saluted them, and then that was it, because that's a formation.
Yeah. There you go. Because even the birds do that too, huh?
Oh, and that's reality.
Yeah.
See, everything has to do with reality. Einstein would be like, yeah, that's reality. But even that dummy believed that there was a power behind everything.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Psalm 27. Yeah. This is the powerful one.
Psalm 27 and 1. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear?
That's because they're the ultimate. They're the ultimate in everything, in every level. They're the best at everything. There's a saying, jack of all trades and master of none, but still better than the master of one. But guess what? Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is the master of all of them. So guess what? He's the best. He's the greatest. That demon was scared of them because I believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And that was the second night of Hanukkah. This is the third night of Hanukkah.
So they're trying to come at you hard, huh?
Yeah, they're trying to come at me hard, and I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here. But guess what? The reality is we have to be men. Because King David wasn't no punk. He said, whom shall I fear? He was out there killing. Remember that song that they sang? Saul killed thousands, but David killed his 10,000.
Yeah. And that's when he gave the wicked eye onto King David.
And then he fucking
flung
that spear. What a bitch.
Yeah.
That's a bitch move. but they were both real men. A man right now would have been like, look at that bitch ass nigga, he's talking shit, right? Like a woman.
Yeah.
But this real man, Saul, was like, fuck, he fucking hated King David so much he wanted to kill him. But the angel was like, come on, man. If Saul killed his thousands, he never missed that spear.
Yeah,
he never missed that.
He must have been real good with that spear.
He was good with it.
Yeah.
He'll fucking hit that tree right there. We couldn't hit a fucking fat bitch just to save our lives. We wouldn't know how to throw it. This guy had the experience. He got so mad, like a real man, he just fucking felt like destroying him, his enemy. And that's when he lost his spirit.
Yeah, that's
King David's got the spirit.
Yeah.
And we are a camp that believes King Marshall is David. And Abba Bivens is Elijah.
Yeah, because reincarnation does exist, you know?
Yeah. So we were back there. You read the rest of that, please. 1 through 4.
Psalms 27 and 2. When the wicked, even my enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and fell.
That's scary. That's scary, right? This guy's King David's out there killing tens of thousands. Imagine he did kill 10,000 men. Let's say he killed 10,000 men. Each one of those men had a brother, a cousin, a homie, somebody that's like, I'm gonna get that motherfucker. Because look at fucking Goliath. His son was like, I'm gonna get that man. Right? He even waited till he was older. And then he tried to come, because that was one of his enemies, right? One of our enemies. Let's get that right. We were probably back there warring it up. So just imagine these guys have high testosterone. They got kill death ratio is no deaths, thousands of kills.
So you had to have strength, you had to have energy to kill that many people, because you brother's been in a fight, right? At the end of the fight, yeah, you're tired.
Hell yeah.
Imagine to be at battle with killing 10,000. You know, King David was, you had to have that stamina too.
Like wrestling and judo. Tell me you don't get tired. You get tired hella quick in judo, right? And then you got to keep going.
Yeah.
You're all pulling down his sleeve, trying to make him tired.
Yeah.
That's what wrestling is all about.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, you feel him weak and wobbly, and then you go for it, and then you toss it. Right? That's how it is, because now the demons are trying to see who's weak and wobbly in the spirit. Get that?
Though an host should encamp against me.
Let's stop right there. Though a host, that's an army. That's an army. Right?
My heart shall not fear.
Because what happens when you get shaky, weak in the knees, and your heart gives up? That's it. You're out of the fight.
Though war should rise against me, in this will I be confident. One thing have I desired of Yahweh Shai, that will I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of Yahweh Shai all the days of my life.
Hey, you're in the house of Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh is a man of war. Guess what? You're in the safest house in the universe. Let's get that in Ephesians, please.
There's Ephesians 6 and 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Spiritual wickedness, principalities, powers, dark powers. Okay, we got a bunch of enemies. You better wake up. If you're out there preaching and prophesying, it's dangerous. So you have to have faith. If you don't have faith, man, you know who's going to get knocked out in that fight? Whoever doesn't have faith. Whoever loses faith first is going to get knocked out.
That's why those boxers had to go in there with faith, because if not, the other boxer's going to see that, this guy doesn't have that faith, so I'm, it's like knock him out.
Yeah.
They got to have faith though in the ring though.
got to, and you got to be confident. You got to be confident in this ring. This ring is the most important ring. Because we're out here in the light. You know, the light in the hill cannot be hid. A city. We're a city of outside. We're in this house. And all those powers know that. Those principalities know that. Those powers in dark places know that. That's why these government officials, they're having fights with each other. Because there's Israelites up in the government that are like, hold on, man, fuck this shit. They believe it. They're like, man, hold on, man, this is crazy. This is crazy. Because even the demons believe in their God. They have faith in their power, which is the left-hand side, which is Satan. And they believe that they can win. That's why they're doing it. Or they believe they can get away with it. That's why they're doing it. But everything's getting recorded. And this is how we wipe, give away that stress of, and I fucked up this many times. Because this is what the work is for. And basically that was my lesson. The reality is, he's a man of war. These people are men of war, preparing themselves for war in dark places, with principalities, powers. But we wrestle not, man, come on. Wrestle not against flesh and blood. We ain't fighting nobody out here. And if it was a fight, it's a dangerous fight. Man, I got cut today on my finger, and I was like, oh, I didn't notice it until I looked at it. And I was like, hold on, it feels kind of funny. And I looked at it, and my hand was all bloody, and then I realized, oh, bye. It was fucking funny because I was like, I could have just kept going had I not looked at my hand.
Yeah, then you feel it warm now, and
you're all panicking.
Yeah.
So that's the reality. We're gonna get that feeling taken away, and it's gonna be a feeling of war. And we're gonna have each other's backs. Oh, guess what? I forgot to mention. That's why King David didn't get hit with the spear, because the angels got our backs. That's why they said don't turn around don't look behind you when Sodom and Gomorrah was being fucked up. The angels got your back. Okay? So that was my lesson. So now it's time for me to get my lessons.
That's the spirit. Because, we do wrestle against flesh and blood. And today's lesson, what I want to speak upon is cognition of warfare that we have against, Esau. Because we're at war. When people think about war, they think about, weapons, guns, shootings, and bombings, and that's what people think of. People think that's war. But guess what? That is war, but it's a carnal war. And what his brother was speaking upon, I want to speak about cognitive warfare, because our people don't even know they're at war. And what this brother was talking about, you see? Because I was just coming in here right now, earlier, I see, pretty much our people too buying those Christmas trees, And so that's the thing, man. Our people don't even know they're at war, because Apostle Paul said that if you eat McDonald's, you're pretty much eating human meat. I think that's what he said. And guess what? Our people are the ones that don't have money like that, so they're the ones be going to McDonald's buying food like the McDonald's like that. See? So I want to get the definition of cognitive. It says study of mind and how we think. Our brain makes connection as we learn concepts in different ways. So that's Esau, make you think a different way, because he's using the media, he's using Hollywood, he's using the physicians, he's using the fast food restaurants to think that it's okay, to watch media, because they use that cognitive warfare, because they tell you, there's been a case of 100,000 people died from the C-19, but in reality there's probably only like 5,000 that died. So therefore you hear the media and you want to go get that that Vicky Venom. So that's making our people go off, and our people don't even know that though. So they use the media, man, and then Hollywood too. People want to be moved to LA to be movie stars. Our people definitely though, because our people lack of bread though, as in money. They want to go out there and enjoy that rich, that get the fatness like Esau. But guess what? That's going off. And then the physicians, right? our people go to the doctors, and then the doctors will tell you, oh, you need to get a little sword on your arm, and that's what? That's breaking the flesh, though, you know, and that's tells you that in Leviticus 19th chapter that you puncture something in your flesh, though, you're going off. And then our people go to the doctors to get that mini little sword on their arm so they can feel better. They got the flu, they got the cold, they got the allergy one. And see, and our people are going to the physicians not knowing that they're going off by taking that little sword in their arm.
They got the booster.
Yeah. See, now they're gonna hit another booster for the one you talked about earlier. And that's the thing, man. So fast food restaurants, shit, like as the apostle said, you eat McDonald's, you're eating human meat.
And that's the thing, people. Well, I don't want to talk about the meat. I want to talk about the vaccine. That's the thing these people don't get. If one vaccine is good enough for all these new variants, then they're not fucking new, right?
No.
They've been studied before because they already knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
And you tell people about COVID-19. I had this dummy say, you know why it's called COVID-19? Because it was discovered in 2019. And I said, well, then look at a fucking can of Lysol, and if it tells you that it can kill COVID-19, then how long did Lysol know about that?
Yeah, because I was janitorial. I started in 2018, and the cans they gave me to clean, they said that right there.
Mm-hmm.
And this before then a year after, that's when that shit hit.
Yeah.
And I was already a janitor, and I seen these cans though, and I was like, oh shit, this been going on like this, like
right.
What the hell?
Because you're cleaning and you read the bottles, right?
Yeah,
I was a janitor too. I read all the bottles. Oh shit, it's right there.
Yeah. And I read them. I was like, what the hell? Like, what the hell's going on? I think I even took a picture of it too. So this before all this shit went down. So I was like, what the hell? So this is all things that have been orchestrated. You know what I mean? That Esau knows what the hell they're doing. Esau knows though. So that's why when our people do all these things though, Esau knows that our people are going off. You know what I mean? Because Freemason, right? It means builder. So the definition for them is not a religion, consider themselves grand architect of the universe. See, they want to call themselves the Freemasons. They call themselves the grand architect of the universe. So what they call themselves pretty much? God. They think they're God though.
Builders of the universe, right?
Yeah.
I got a preacher for you. I think you already got this earlier, but it's good for right now. 2 Corinthians 10:4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds.
See, that's good for our people. Our people gotta be, spiritually minded, instead of thinking that weapons are, guns and all these things like that. Because Jake likes to buy guns, man, and have them with them, But they don't, little do they know is they're the actual spiritual people, man. But they don't even know that. That's why we're out here in the highways and byways and trying to wake up the elect now. Wake up the elect, because you see it. Last week. I don't know if you remember that guy that came asked for the time.
Yeah.
Remember we were leaving though, and then he asked for the time again, and then he was already asking like sketchy questions though, but because he's like, oh, tienes jale, as in lingo, you have drugs. I was like, oh, nah. I told him we out here, preaching the word, and I told him pretty much. I did tell him like, hey, you're an Israelite, and then he asked me like, oh, you don't got money for $50? I was like, this guy ain't gonna get it. So I was like, all right, man, I gotta go. Remember last week? And so that's the thing, man. So he's not gonna get it.
They don't get it. See, that Jake that has a gun, he doesn't get that Esau wants you to get that gun, because that's his excuse to blow you away.
In LA, by the train tracks, they used to have these crates though, and they used to put guns in them. And Jake, walking by there, used to get them and shit. And they used to, And then back then too, these cops though in the 80s though, in LA, they used to dress up like gang members and used to shoot up, do drive-bys in other people's neighborhoods. And then they get those Jakes routed up, and they go shoot at the people that thought they shot at them. They go to their neighborhood and shoot at them.
Yeah.
And it was actually the cops that would dress like, gangbangers and shit and go shoot up the fucking houses. And this is true. This is actually really true.
Yeah, but my friend, he came from LA. His dad used to say, you know what I used to do when pigs used to come over? And I said, no, what? I used to bust at him. And I go, what does that mean? I used to have a 12 gauge shotgun, and I just go out the door and start boom, 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 boom. Because of that.
Yep.
Because of because see, not everybody knows that happened to them because it's part of a warfare. If it happens over here, then these people over there don't know about it, and then you can practice everything on this people. By the time you get to that people, you have it all figured out.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's true though, because even a biblical defenders, because he's from Baltimore, and he even said the cops were really dirty. He used to plant drugs on Jake, and because he grew up in that, you know, in that environment too, you know, so he's seen all that too, man. The cops do the Jake's dirty and
Dirty
shit.
work.
Yeah, just to kill him and all that. You know what I mean? So see, all that comes to the back to the elites though, because they allow shit like that happen. How is Jake gonna have a little 12, 13-year-old gonna have an automatic weapon? Where the fuck is he gonna get that at? You know? That's why they push that shit on the cops and shit, and then, like I said, it all falls back to the Illuminati though, the enlightenments, so-called enlightenments. You know?
Take your ass to a gun store, and they're gonna ask you a million questions.
Oh yeah. Can you get Psalms 64, 5 to 6? And can you get Job 21:14? Yeah, because that's the thing, man. You know, when people hear Illuminati, they think, it's like a conspiracy shit, you know? They don't really take heed to it though. But guess what? They're actually real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're actually real, but people are like, that's a conspiracy shit. Kind of like, you know, when people forget about slavery, our people went through slavery though, they'd be like, well, it ain't happening to me though, so I don't give a fuck about it. But it's like, oh, let me tell you this, come over here and let me slap the shit out of you, and in 30 minutes, I'm gonna try to shake your hand. You're not gonna shake my hand, you're still gonna be mad about the fact that I slapped you. You know what I mean? So, that's the thing, man. Our people are so, you know what I mean?
Oh, they shake your hand and then slap you with the other one.
Yeah. Gone.
That's these people that they don't believe anything.
Yeah. I mean, there's lots of reasons why people are the way they are.
Oh yeah.
You know?
I got this in joke. I'm gonna get the guy's joke.
Can you get the?
This is Psalms 64 and 5. They encourage themselves in an evil manner. In an evil matter, they commune of laying snares privately. They say, "Who shall see them?"
And that's the secret council is the Illuminati, because you said commune, right?